Hey guys, Pretzel here. Dang it. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be talking about some more Godzilla King of the Monsters movie news. So the main thing that's going to be in this video is we are going to be breaking down the exclusive final look that was released today. It's basically like another trailer. If you haven't seen it and you don't want to see any spoiler type stuff, then I would I'd recommend clicking off the video because it's pretty spoilery and it has a lot of new footage. But before we do that, we are going to be breaking down some new TV spots. TV spots. I know I said I wasn't going to do any more breaking down of these, but these ones are pretty short, so I thought I might as well just do it. I don't know if these are going to be the last ones I'm going to do, but they might be, I don't know. The images that I have aren't perfect, but the images that I have for the exclusive final look are pretty good. So we're going to start off with TV spot 1. Ow, that hurt. First thing that we have is Rodan possibly attacking a jet. I'm not sure what Rodan is actually doing here, but it does seem in the trailer or TV spot that Rodan is using his talons to like attack something. Could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. Next we have is a shot of Godzilla roaring into the sky. And it actually reminds me of what happened in 2014 when Godzilla got up and from fighting the Mutos, and it was all daylight and stuff, and he roared into the sky and then went in the ocean and swam away. This is kind of what that reminds me of, though it seems to be more like early morning, so I would imagine this is going to take place like around when Godzilla finally defeats Ghidorah and kills him. I'm not sure which TV spot this is in. I think this is in TV spot 1, but it could be in TV spot 2. But I don't really know. But the one that I do know is in TV spot 2 is that we have a shot of Mothra versus Rodan. It's not really much. It's just like kind of like a, I guess you could say a human view, or like a person's view from like in the streets, and then looking up at Mothra and Ghidorah fighting each other in like the city. Because that's what it kind of looks like to me. The images that I have for this are not really good at all, but I hope you guys can actually make out what's happening in this film, or in this shot. In the images that I have, but I'm sure that on big screen that it's going to be a lot more better. Dang, I got freaking cat hair all up my nose. Thanks, freaking Shetty. Anyways, into the exclusive final look, we have another shot of Rodan versus Mothra. But the first time I seen this, I wasn't sure what was going on here, because when this is shown, one of the characters says Rodan, and I assumed it was obviously had something to do with Rodan. But when I was like going through to find pictures for it, it did look like Rodan, but I noticed something in the background, and I was like, what the heck is that? And then after like closely looking at it, I figured out it was Mothra. But I do believe what is happening here is Mothra is kind of like throwing Rodan into the ground of the streets, because you can see a bit of an explosion and a car flying over Rodan. So I do think that's what's happening here, and like Mothra's kind of flying away. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm predicting is happening there. We have a top of the building view of Godzilla slamming Ghidorah into the building that we've seen before, I do believe. I'm not sure where we've seen it, but I've seen it many times. But this is like the top of the building, and you can kind of see Godzilla pushing Ghidorah through the building. And then we have another view of this, of like Ghidorah's head's hitting the ground, and you can kind of see Godzilla like, yeah, I pushed you over, sucker, something like that. And then we have a better look at Mothra's silk attack, and she's obviously using it on Ghidorah. We've seen this from the contacting with the Titans thing, when you got Mothra's, and you watched like the little teaser thing, and then you watch the video that shows all the stats from Mothra. You can see that, and it says one of her abilities is Silk Attack. It shows Mothra using it against Ghidorah, but you could barely tell what's going on. But here you can actually see it, which is pretty cool. And then we have a shot that is my second favorite shot of this trailer type thing. This is Godzilla hits Ghidorah with his atomic breath. And this is really cool because, like, the images that I have, it kind of looks like a poster. And I did joke on like Twitter, like, I'm gonna print this out and like have it as a poster. But I'm probably not gonna do that because it costs some money that I don't have. But yeah, it looks really cool. Like Ghidorah's neck is wrapped around Godzilla's throat, or I guess like kind of the back of Godzilla, and Godzilla is using his atomic breath, I think, to hit the middle head or the chest of Ghidorah, because I do believe this is before, when we see the shot of Ghidorah kind of like trying to hold back from being pushed back from Godzilla's atomic breath that we've seen in TV spots and stuff. But that could be a different scene. I really don't know. Next, we have a shot of Ghidorah flying over the city, chasing a Jeep. And I do believe inside this Jeep is Madison Russell and Emma Russell. And actually, probably not, Mark Russell. I'm not sure what's happening here. But I know there was another TV spot that I seen that I didn't get a photo of, but it had Emma Russell opening a door to this exact Jeep, and was like, "Get in," or something like that. So I'm pretty sure like this is Emma Russell trying to save Madison Russell, and which doesn't really work out that well because Ghidorah just fires his gravity beams and like kind of flips the Jeep in the air. So, you know, yeah, that kind of sucks for them. And then we have another shot of Ghidorah flying towards Mark Russell. I do believe we've seen this before, but this is way extended. When Ghidorah kind of gets really close to Mark Russell, Godzilla just comes out of nowhere and frickin', I do believe, bites the left head and like kind of slams him. I do think this is actually when Ghidorah loses his left head, because I'm pretty sure Ghidorah loses his left head in the ocean battle, and this does look like to be the ocean battle. I could be wrong, and Ghidorah might not lose a head at all, but I'm pretty sure, I'm 50% sure, but I don't want to be 100% sure, because if I am wrong, then yeah. But yeah, that's pretty cool. The best shot of the trailer for me is our best look at Fire Godzilla yet. This is Godzilla, I'm pretty sure, about to breathe his atomic breath, his like super atomic breath or something. Maybe it's supposed to be like kind of like a callback to the what's it called? I think like the heat ray or something like that. Spiral ray, that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure. Red Spiral Ray or something. I think his atomic breath is going to be like somewhat similar to that, but probably not as powerful. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Like Godzilla's glowing as he charges up his atomic breath, which is really, really cool. And then we have a shot of Fire Godzilla's dorsal fins, and you can see like it's charging, and you can see, which I think is pretty interesting, is blue lightning like kind of going around the dorsal fins, which is pretty cool. I just can't wait to see Fire Godzilla in action. Oh man, this is gonna be so good. And then another good shot in the trailer is Mothra beating down Rodan's head with her claws. I think that's pretty cool. Like, kind of Mothra's slammed against a building, and then Rodan tries like to bite her or something, and Mothra just brings her claws down and beats Rodan in the head with it. I think that's really cool. It's nice to see that Mothra's actually going to be able to do some damage in this film, which she has, I'm pretty sure, done damage to in other films to like monsters that she's fought, especially Godzilla, because you know that kind of stuff. And then the last thing that we have is a new look of Godzilla falling from the sky, which is pretty interesting. And this is the end of the exclusive final look, but this is not at the end of the video, because I have a theory. So what I think is going to potentially create Fire Godzilla is, what's going to happen is Godzilla is going to fall from the sky, land on the ground in like buildings and stuff, and he's going to be extremely injured, like pretty much almost dead. But I think what's going to happen here is Ghidorah's going to land and then charge up his gravity beams, is about to hit Godzilla, and then Mothra jumps in the way and kind of like reverse GMKs this, and then like Mothra gets hit and like sacrifices herself and dies, and then like all her energy goes into Godzilla, and then like mixed with all the flames and stuff that's like around Godzilla, kind of like creates burning Godzilla. I think that'd be a really interesting way. And another possible thing that could like have evidence for this is that in another TV spot that I didn't cover, we have a shot of Fire Godzilla doing like a radioactive pulse, maybe. Maybe not something like that. I'm not sure what you would call it. Maybe kind of like a heat bomb or something. I'm not really sure what you would call it, but like it's like a heat wave of something that is pretty powerful, I would assume. And in the flame type things where it explodes and it's like kind of heading towards Ghidorah, it looks like there's Mothra's wings in the explosion type thing, so that could be potentially saying like Mothra energy goes into Godzilla, and then like you can see Mothra's kind of like wings there, but that could just be what it looks like, and that's actually not Mothra's wings or design. I could be 100% wrong, but I'd say this is a lot more better idea, because if Godzilla can just take that kind of damage from falling from, I have really no idea how high, then it wouldn't really be much fair to Kong. Even though if it's a more chance for Godzilla to win, so be it. But I'd like to see a fair fight and not have like a freaking Batman v Superman type thing over here, where you have like maybe Kong be Kong be Super Batman, and Godzilla be Superman, like Superman, or like Godzilla like super strong, like Superman is like invincible, but Batman is like normal and can easily be killed. But what would be interesting is what would be Godzilla's kryptonite. Yeah. But anyways, that's just my theory. I don't know really what's gonna happen. I don't think really anyone knows, except the people that gone to the early screenings for the film. So, lucky bastards. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for 197 subscribers. I thank you so much because it's absolutely amazing. Shut up, cat. No one cares about you. I hope to see you in the next video. Hopefully there's more stuff coming out soon. Not too soon because I got other stuff that I want to do. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.